Breathing and exchange of gases. Respiratory organs. Organ respiration through diffusion in sponges, cylinders, and platforms. Through skin in earthworm is also known as cutaneous respiration. Tracheal system in insects, gills in aquatic arthropods and mollusks, lungs in terrestrial forms. Human respiratory system. Air enters into the external nostril, then it goes into nasal chamber. After that, it enters into the nasopharynx through glottis of larynx. Larynx is a cartilaginous sound box which help in the production of sound. Then it enters into the trachea. Trachea is a straight tube divides at the level of fifth thoracic vertebrae, and it divide into the left and right bronchi, then primary bronchi, secondary bronchi, and terminal bronchi, and then alveoli. Alveoli are irregular vascular bags. Trachea, primary, secondary, and tertiary bronchi, and initial bronchiole supported by cartilaginous rings. Conducting part, nostrils to initial bronchioles. Exchange part, bronchioles to alveoli. Lungs, two lungs covered by double pleural membrane with pleural fluid between them, situated in thoracic cavity, which is anatomically an airtight chamber. Thoracic chamber is formed of dorsally by vertebral column, ventrally by sternum, laterally by ribs, and on the lower side by a diaphragm. Breathing mechanism. Inspiration. In inspiration, diaphragm is contracted, volume of thorax increased, lungs expand, pulmonary volume increase, ribs and sternum raised. In expiration, diaphragm relax, volume of thorax decrease, lungs contract, pulmonary volume decrease, ribs and sternum return to their original position. Healthy man breathes 12 to 16 times per minute. Respiratory volumes and capacities measured by spirometer. Tidal volume. Volume of air inspired or expired during a normal respiration. It is approx 500 milliliter. A healthy man can inspire or expire approximately 6,000 to 8,000 ml of air per minute. Inspiratory reserve volume. Additional volume of air a person can inspire by a forcible inspiration. This averages 2500 ml to 3000 ml. Expiratory capacity. Total volume of air a person can expire after a normal inspiration. This includes tidal volume and expiratory reserve volume. Functional residual capacity. Volume of air that will remain in the lungs after a normal expiration. This includes ERV plus RV. Expiratory reserve volume and residual volume. Residual volume, the volume of air remaining in the lungs even after a forcible expiration. This averages 1100 ml to 1200 ml. Expiratory reserve volume, additional volume of air a person can expire by a forcible expiration. This averages 1000 ml to 1100 ml. Inspiratory capacity, tidal volume, total volume of air a person can inspire after a normal expiration. Tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume. Vital capacity, the maximum volume of air a person can breathe in after a forced expiration. Expiratory reserve volume plus tidal volume plus inspiratory reserve volume, or the maximum volume of air a person can breathe out after a forced inspiration. Total lung capacity is, it includes residual volume, expiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, and inspiratory reserve volume, or vital capacity plus residual volume. Exchange of gases. Oxygen and carbon dioxide. In alveoli, oxygen is 104 and carbon dioxide is 40. In tissue or deoxygenated blood, it's 40 and 45. In oxygenated blood, 95 and 40. Alveoli are primary site for exchange of gases. According to partial pressure of oxygen and carbon dioxide, solubility of carbon dioxide is 20 to 25 times higher than oxygen in blood. Respiratory membrane. Consists of thin squamous epithelium of alveoli, endothelium of alveolar capillaries, and basement membrane in between them. Transport of gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen. 20 to 25% as carb aminohemoglobin and 70% carbon dioxide as bicarbonate in plasma and 7% as dissolved in plasma. Oxygen 97% as oxyhemoglobin, 3% dissolved in plasma. Every 100 milliliter of deoxygenated blood has 4 ml of carbon dioxide. Every 100 ml of oxygenated blood delivers 5 ml of oxygen. Each hemoglobin binds to 4 oxygen atoms. Sigmoid curve is obtained. Conditions for favoring formation of oxyhemoglobin is high partial pressure of oxygen, low temperature, and low hydrogen ion concentration. Regulation of respiration. A specialized center is present in the medulla called respiratory rhythm center, primarily responsible for respiration. Pneumotoxic center present in the pons region of medulla and it alters the rate of respiration. Then chemosensitive area adjacent to rhythm centers sensitive to carbon dioxide and hydrogen ion. Oxygen no role in regulation of respiration. Disorders. Asthma, wheezing due to inflammation of bronchi and bronchioles. Emphysema, chronic disorder, and in this disease, alveolar valves are damaged, and its main cause is cigarette smoking. Occupational disorders, proliferation of fibrous tissue. Thank you.